Ladies and gentlemen, I have more banking news. This time it's on Chase. So, Chase closed down more branches than any U.S. bank and will shut down four more in October after 3,000 industry closures. Wow, 3,000 closures? Mm-mm-mm. So, thousands of banks have shut down in the US last year, and has one that stood apart from all of the others, and that is Chase Bank. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, because they're everything's going online. So, like I said, you old school people that believe in going in branches, you better start setting your account up because there may not be a branch for you to walk in anymore. JP Morgan Chase have shut down 144 branches last year. The bank also closed 133 branches. Chase Bank footprint strategy doesn't indicate the state of flux. The bank is adjusting its strategy for the future. A spokesperson for the company told The Sun that the bank has made significant investments in new branches, adding more than 650 over the last 5 years, including delivering on our commitment to build 400 branches in 25 new states. Chase have developed a more digital financial services as it tries to persuade younger, more online customers. So they are trying to get their customers ready to do virtually everything online. Many people are doing that now. I noticed that when I've done my previous bank videos, a lot of people have been in the comment section saying they haven't walked in a branch in a couple of years. They do everything online. And that's good because that is the direction that we're going in. I was talking to my uncle over the weekend, and he's down there in Florida. He's 78 years old. So he's old school. If you need to do something, you get your butt up and go into the bank. And I was trying to tell him that's going to all change. Pretty soon everything you need to do, instead of driving over to a branch, you'll have to do it online. And I think it was a wake up call for a lot of people, especially during the lockdown, where you couldn't go to a bank. Or if you remember, the people that had to go to the bank had to schedule an appointment. You could not just freely walk in there like you could prior to the pandemic. So, areas with duplicate locations have shuttered dozens of banks in the past year as companies tend to expand its invisible footprint in new regions. We're targeting, they're saying 70% of the US population within a 10-minute drive of our branches, up to 60% today, which means you'll see us building branches, and then you'll also see them closing branches as a result of modestly larger branch networks over time. So, what they're going to do, like if there's, let's say, two of the same bank in one town, they're now going to merge those together and be one branch in your town instead of two. So our goal is to have the most branches, but also have the right branches in more communities serving the financial needs of customers. So in October, which we are in now, JP Morgan Chase announced plans of closing three more branches next month. And these are in California, which is two locations, and one location in Indiana will be closing. So, bank closure impacts more than 3,000 banks closed in 2022. And they always give you the numbers a year behind. So, we'll hear about the 2023 bank closures in 2024. The number of banks closing have accelerated over the past decade. Clippinger reported 7,000 bank branches closed between 2017 and 2021, representing 9% of all U.S. bank branch locations. Of the 7,000 closures, a third of the branches were minority majority communities. The closures also contributed to increase banking power online. Mm-mm. So instead of having a bunch of smaller branches in a community, they're doing the great consolidation, resulting in a few large mega banks dominating the market while small community banks are disappearing. Yeah, I think the bank collapse have really hurt the small bank in a big way. So they're letting you know this fall and leading all the way into 2024, there will be more bank closures all throughout the year. So, I mean, they have announced some in my area, and I know those banks are closing by the end of this year, just a few of them. But y'all don't be shocked if in the next 5 years you will drive down a road where there's a lot of businesses and you'll see very few banks, or you may not see any at all, because now there are locations in the country that they are calling bank deserts. There are no banks around locally at all. If people want to go to the bank, they're going to have to drive longer distances. That's already happening. So please tell me what you think about this video. You know, um, I think everybody better start getting used to the idea of doing your banking online. Get used to it for real. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.